Hi Hermes lovers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya and I also love Hermes. And today we will be doing something different. You and I are onboarding a journey to compare Hermes to other brands. And yes, I am talking about bags. So let's get started. First, I'm going to select a few other popular brands such as Chanel, Dior, Fendi, maybe some other brands. Then I will select an Hermes bag that is somewhat comparable, and then we'll go ahead and start comparing. So the first bag that I'm going to compare is probably a Chanel bag. I'm not talking about vintage Chanel, I'm talking about current Chanel. Where is it? It's here. So this is the latest bag that I got from Chanel. I think it's from 2017 or 2018. I think I'm going to pick out the Hermes Mini Kelly because this is a mini Chanel flap bag. This is a mini Kelly, so two minis, classic styles, both come with a strap. So we've got one comparison down. We have this mini Dior bag, and for the sake of comparison, because this bag can be worn as a clutch and it's like a formal bag, I am going to be comparing it to the Constance to go. Obviously we could pick out a mini Kelly to compare the mini Dior, that would be fair, but I decided I'd choose something different. So we've got our second set of comparisons. Then we've got the Fendi Pekaboo bag. It is a top handle bag with a strap. I think it would be fair to compare this bag to 28 Kelly. They are somewhat of the same size in terms of the width. Actually, they're quite close, so I think that this is match made in heaven to compare. I'm going to leave them here. Okay. And last but not least, I think we will be comparing Loewe Gate bag, and I think I want to compare it to Kelly 25. Let's sit down and let's get started. I think it makes sense to start with the biggest, most shocking difference in terms of the price. I am referring to Loewe versus Kelly 25. They are probably not the two best bags to compare, but again, we are just comparing quality, so keep an open mind because this is my personal collection. Obviously, if I went to a store and bought, I would just try to match them better, but this is what we have to work with. Right from the start, I am going to say that these two are different leathers. This is more equivalent to the Togo or Clemence leather of Hermes, and this is Epsom, so we can't really compare them based on leather quality. I can compare the leather of Loewe again to either Togo or Clemence. I feel like actually more Clemence than Togo, and this is more like a Swift. This part that is like a Togo or Clemence leather, large grain calf skin, I believe. To me, it seems like very good quality. The strap though, it could definitely be softer. Hermes Swift is definitely softer and feels like higher leather than this. The pros of the Loewe Gate bag is that obviously, as we can see, an adjustable strap. With the Kelly, we only have one length, or you have to buy the straps. In terms of craftsmanship, so this Loewe bag is also, I think it's from 2019. I do think that Loewe quality went down since I purchased this bag. It's a full bag of personal stuff. This used to be my travel bag. So we have this suede leather on the inside. It's definitely very easy to access this bag. It doesn't lock. The stitching is even, but I do see like the details are not perfect like on the side. I mean, it's not too bad, but I am just being very critical because I am used to the craftsmanship of Hermes. I did get these charms. If I look very closely, like the leather is not that perfect on the body of the bag, and then when we get to the strap it gets even worse. Like I barely wore this bag and I have already like the leather is wearing out. It has weird marks. The stitching is definitely looks to me like machine stitching. Again, I'm not an expert, but this is, I don't know, the strap and like these details with this like Swift like leather is definitely, to me, seems like lower end quality. Okay. So we'll put this aside, and obviously Kelly, I am looking and the leather is buffed out perfectly everywhere. I do have a mini sign of wear in this corner, but that's normal because it's a Kelly Cellier. But again, it is like my bad, not Hermes's bad. The details are perfect on the sides. The stitching is impeccable. The leather is very smooth and like perfect, perfect. Every detail is perfection. So we go ahead and open it up. Obviously, the Loewe bag doesn't have a clasp, and it is the same kind of leather, which is Epsom Noir on the inside. It has a pocket and it has a zipper versus Loewe doesn't. It just has like pockets. You can lock the Kelly securely using a secure lock. These bags don't really have such visible logos. The Hermes logo is, well, obviously everybody knows that it's an Hermes Kelly, but the Hermes logo is very small right here. And the Loewe logo is also very tiny. I just saw it. Where is it? Ah, well, you can actually see the Loewe logo right here. It doesn't say Loewe, but oh, and then right here it also says Loewe. Overall, I feel like for the price point, especially like I got this Kelly in 2021 and this was a 2019. Now it's like a bit more expensive. I think I pay like 2000 versus this bag was like 10. Obviously the biggest price difference. I do think that, again, I'm not sure of Loewe quality right now, but I think for $2,000 to have this level of craftsmanship is pretty good. I do recommend this bag, especially in this Togo Clemence like leather, very soft, perfect for travel. Obviously this is a classic. I do think I'm comparing apples to pears a little bit, but bear with me because this is what I had. Now let's get a little bit to Dior. This is a mini lady Dior. This bag was named after Princess Diana. It's a little bit dirty. I've had this bag since I believe 2018. Again, I do think that Dior quality also went down a notch. Not too much, but like went out a notch. I do see that the stitching is not like very even and the bag lost its shape a little bit over the years, that it's not even. It's a very beautiful soft lambskin, which is equivalent to Hermes Swift, if I had to guess. It has this like fluorescent design. This bag is very heavy, especially if you attach a strap. My goodness, I don't know what this is. Also masks, COVID, lip glosses. Inside, I don't know if you can see inside, it's actually canvas or polyester. It's the same design pattern as on the outside, but it's not leather inside, it's canvas or polyester lining, something, it's not leather. And this is a strap. So it's a full-on chain. I don't wear it with a strap. Again, like I said, I find the strap very heavy and it's not very practical in my opinion. The chain's very cold and I don't know, I just really like to wear this bag as a top handle bag and not with a strap. It's just my personal preference. I still prefer this bag for like formal events. This is probably my go-to before maybe I get like some other bag that I like better. I do like that it has this like top privacy leather piece that, you know, your bag is not exposed and it's still relatively easy to access. If you're not used to it, it can be a pain to like remove and then like look inside, but overall I think it's a good bag. Now they pretty much doubled in price since the purchase of this bag. Good investment, yes. Everyone knows that Lady Dior's, if you want to bargain, you can buy them on resale and save a little bit of money. I'm definitely not selling her. She is just like honestly my favorite Lady D bag. I love this size and just this color. Like when I saw it, I just fell in love with it. It's very soft shimmer, fluorescent lambskin, and it's very soft. When we're going to later compare it to the Chanel lambskin, two different worlds. Like this is a proper luxury lambskin that also like withstands the test of time versus Chanel doesn't, but we'll get to it in a second. Let's compare it to the Hermes Constance to go. Again, I feel like we are comparing apples to pears, and I ask for your forgiveness, but this would be another bag in my collection that I would wear to a formal event, because I feel like a mini Kelly, I would wear it to like a semi-formal, but not to like a black tie. I would not wear a mini Kelly for a black tie dress code, but this as a clutch without the strap, I totally would. Now, obviously, as we can see that the mini Dior probably fits a little bit more, but not by much, to be honest. Because of the closure, you kind of sacrifice a lot of space versus here. Well, I actually have a lipstick here and it was fine. I can put on cash lipsticks, compact, and like a mirror or something, and I can also fit my phone in here. Close it again. Just pretend that I'm not, because I'm too lazy to detach the strap for the purpose of this video. Again, please forgive me. So much lighter than Lady Dior. It's a different shape. It doesn't have a handle. I honestly feel like it looks very classy when you wear it like this. Lady Dior has top fit. Obviously, Constance to go doesn't, but a mini Kelly does. And craftsmanship with Hermes is obviously like just impeccable. Leather inside. Inside here we have the equivalent of lambskin, which is Hermes Swift. It's definitely much softer than Lady Dior. Like I mentioned, Hermes Swift is a very like delicate but soft leather. I absolutely love it, and we can see that the strap is much lighter. I want to say the lengthwise the straps are very similar. Lady Dior could be a touch shorter, but this is definitely like much more comfortable to wear than the Lady Dior. The reason also why I didn't want to compare the Lady Dior to a mini Kelly, which makes it like easier to compare, right, is because the mini Kelly strap is much shorter than the Lady Dior. Lady Dior you can still wear crossbody versus a mini Kelly. Normal size humans typically can't. If you're very short, you are able to wear it crossbody, but if you're like above 5'2", 5'3", like forget it. Versus the Constance to go, you can definitely wear crossbody. Okay, now we go to Fendi and Kelly 28. Let's start with the Fendi Pekaboo. I think it's a classic. This is the light version. This is not the classic Fendi Pekaboo. I'm not sure if they still make them, but if they do, I highly recommend the light version over the regular one, because the regular one is just so heavy. I mean, this one is heavy, but not as heavy as the regular Pekaboo, because the regular Pekaboo, like I couldn't care, especially something this size, like definitely not. It has a cloth cotton strap. You could buy interchangeable straps at Fendi. I want to say the hardware is good quality. Do have some scratches here already. This lambskin would be equivalent to probably Hermes Swift as well, but this is zero soft. I mean, it feels like normal leather. It has the feet. It has 5 feet on the bottom. They have a Fendi logo. Beautiful details on the sides. I feel like the bag still holds great shape. The handle is very well made. Let's dive in inside. I don't know why they had to make like an additional stitch right here. Maybe to complement the shape of the bag. I don't know. But I have my car key and my registration. How fun. I love looking into the bags that I haven't worn for a while, just to see what's inside. We also have hand sanitizer, raincoat, just a bunch of other cool stuff. Okay, so this can go back. Inside we have a different kind of leather. The leather inside feels a little bit more like Hermes Swift. It's much softer than the outside leather. It's a two-tone. Inside it's like brownish. And then we have this Fendi logoed like little mini insert pocket. That doesn't close. Okay, it closed. Overall, I do think that this is A beautiful bag. I don't get the stitching here, why it's different color, but I think that this is a great bag if you're not at the Hermes level yet, or if you're starting to play the Hermes bag. Like, quality of this bag is really nice. I'm not sure how much they are going for now, but I know Fendi went up quite a bit. Again, this is the Pekaboo Light, and for me, like, this is much better than the regular Pekaboo. Okay, we have the Kelly 28, which this bag has an insert inside, and it's still much lighter than the Fendi Pekaboo light version. This is Epsom leather, so obviously, ideally compare Kelly Retourné to the Fendi Pekaboo, but I don't have one, so this will have to do. So we have 4 feet in the bottom, perfect craftsmanship, Epsom leather, it's sturdy. I mean, the Fendi hardware is not bad, but this is totally different. The Hermes hardware, it's just, it shines better, the details, like the mini Hermes logo right here, the mini everything, it's just better. But if I had to estimate the price between the two bags, the price difference is double. So if we are also talking about the price difference, oh, by the way, we haven't talked about the price of these two bags. I think that the price of these two bags is identical or very close to. I believe right now it's right like around 5,500 or so, or like close to 6 for each. So this is in a comparable pricing category. So okay, let's go ahead and open it up. In this bag, I don't have anything fun but the Laneige lip mask that matches the color of the bag. I'm sentimental like that. I'll sometimes match lipsticks and things to bags just because they look so cute. I do have an insert there, and it is the same leather like with other bags. It's Epsom on the inside. No, actually, you know what? Right here, on this part, it's Epsom, but on this side, the front side and the reverse, it's not Epsom. It is very similar material to the top of the Pekaboo. It's kind of like Swift, but harder. I'm not sure. If you are an Hermes connoisseur, tell me what they use for Hermes, Epsom, Kelly's on the inside. I'm very curious to see like what is the name of the leather. I mean, obviously craftsmanship, Hermes Kelly wins by a lot, but we are talking about double the price, so I think that this bag is still a very good option. It's still a classic, it's just a different brand. It's not Hermes, but you know, it's a very nice brand, and they look kind of similar, especially if this was a Retourné style. They would look very close. I still think that this is good option, good leather craftsmanship. Again, this bag is 2019, and I have not seen Fendi bags since then, the Pekaboo style, so I can't speak of their quality right now, but I want to say this is still a good buy. And the last, and definitely the least, prepare yourself, because you'll be hearing my honest feedback about Mini Kelly versus Chanel Mini Flap Bag. I want to start by saying that these two are in different price ranges. I want to say that the Mini Kelly is double of this bag, but yeah, the quality is night and day. As you know, I am not a big fan of Chanel quality, so let's get started. Again, this bag, I think I still have a tag, so we can see what year. Has some coins, some euros for next time I'm in Europe. There we go. So I bought this bag for $3,100. It's in the color light beige flap bag. Doesn't say the year. It does not say the year, but it says 17 something, so maybe I want to say that I bought this bag in 2017. If you know the prices, I paid $3,100 for this bag. I want to say about 8 months after I had this bag, it's been in the spa already. Like, look at the creasing of this lambskin. I know that this is a light color bag and some color transfer is expected, but honestly, like, this bag feels zero luxurious. Like, the stitching is uneven, and this is, keep in mind that this is not even nowadays. Nowadays the quality is much worse. The last time I went to Chanel, like, they didn't want me to look inside a flat bag. Like they wanted me to spend $10,000, 9,500. It was more than a year ago. I was looking at the caramel color flap bag, very similar to the one that I have there, but this one's vintage. And I wanted to buy one out of the store. And out of the store, honestly, like they wanted me to spend $10,000 on a bag, and they didn't want me to look inside because I opened it and like, well, this is different because here it's still fine, inside it's still fine. I mean, I just have a bunch of stuff, but it's still fine, as you can see. But in the one that I saw at the Chanel store, like all of the leather inside was warped, which I was like, what is this? The leather chain is a little bit messed up where it attaches to the bag right here in these two corners. We see a lot of wrinkling. Again, some of it is normal because it is a lighter color lambskin, but even if I consider that it's normal, I still think that the quality of the leather is just not the best. Out of all of the lambskin leathers that I have, this is probably the least luxurious feel. Or like, after buying handbags for many years, right? It's been what? How old am I now? Like 15 years of me buying high-end luxury handbags. Like, I know what good lambskin is supposed to feel like, and this is not it. This is very sandy. It feels kind of like sanding paper almost, which is like the opposite of what a handbag should be. Now, do I think that it's that bad as Chanel nowadays? No, I'm going to keep it because nowadays Chanel, I think that like the quality is just much worse. As you know, I have this community now. There's like 50,000 of you on Instagram, and you tell me stories every day like your hardware falls off, all of this like other crazy Chanel quality issues, like off of classic flaps, which are now like over $10,000. It's ridiculous. I love Chanel designs, but it's just such bad quality. To me, it's not worth the price. Now, this bag is a mini flap, so it's half of the price of the classic flap, as you can see, one right there, if you can see. But still, like, the quality is just Chanel, please fix it. Okay, Mini Kelly, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it just because I already talked about the two other Hermes Kellys. This one is a little bit different because this one is in chèvre leather. It's softer. Actually, the chèvre leather feels like inside. Remember I was asking about those? Oh, and I know some of you keep telling me that it's not chèvre, it's chèvre. Okay, so let's pretend that I'm French. Chèvre leather. So fit wise, this bag fits more. Obviously, it fits a phone. This bag, my phone, it doesn't fit because I have the iPhone Pro Max. I think it's the largest one, and I also have a case with like cards, so it doesn't fit, and I am not risking my gorgeous mini Kellys to, just try to fit the phone. I've just better carry it in my hand. The strap is here. It's a removable strap, which is a plus for me. The only thing is, like I mentioned, that the length of the strap is very short, much shorter than all of these bags, which is definitely a con to a mini Kelly. But craftsmanship, you can't compare, but also, I mean, a mini Kelly is double the price of the Chanel flap mini. If I am not right with my prices right now, because I haven't seen how much is the new Chanel mini flap, just comment below, but I think like ballpark I'm right. Yeah, I mean, hardware is night and day, craftsmanship leather is night and day. It's just, this is probably the most justifiable price difference in my eyes. But like a mini Kelly to a Kelly 25 is only like what, $1,000 more. So let's say this is 11,000. If it's a classic Chanel flap bag, it is also 11,000. So there, I feel like we're comparing apples to apples, and the quality is unmatched. Anyways, I think that this is a much longer video. As you can see, I'm very passionate about the quality. Comment below what you think, and if you are interested in doing this kind of comparisons going forward, I'm more than happy to help you make educated decisions about, your future purposes, or educate you on brands and quality. So please let me know. and as always, with love.